Dr. Sripadra Jayar, founder and CEO of Global Placo Solutions Private Limited. I carry around 30 plus years of working experience in drug safety and pharmacovigilance, and currently a consultant and advisor for US and European based clients. During the time of consulting, I noticed that the majority of the clients were looking for skills in DSUR, PSUR, PBRER, signal detection and management, as well as R&D. These skills are in great demand and only a handful of professionals are available in the market who are properly trained and qualified. Also, I have been receiving a lot of queries on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter from numerous candidates across various countries asking for guidance on how to get into aggregate reporting jobs and what would be the starting point. This is when I realized the need which motivated me to start with the training programs and to help them with a thorough understanding of the basics of the aggregate reports. I have made a lot of efforts to put in the training content together. We at Global Placo Solutions have been providing individual and corporate training programs for organizations and helping them to prepare for their upcoming projects. We have trained more than 8 organizations and 80 plus candidates already. Most of the candidates were from India, the US, UK and other countries. If you are a PV professional looking to improve your career and want to get into aggregate reporting jobs, then this program is definitely for you. I would like to invite you to join my training programs, which are formulated and specifically designed with practical and real-time based scenarios where you will be learning about the background, scope, purpose, objectives and also all the sections in detail. Now let's look at the training courses and the content for the report PSUR. What is PSUR and what is the difference between PSUR and PBRER? What is the main difference between them? Why do we need to submit 2 separate reports? Let's look in the training. Periodic Safety Update Report, PSUR. Now let's look at the table of contents. We will be seeing overview, objectives, principles and scope, format and contents for the PSUR report. Why the need to learn PSUR? Learning aggregate reports is very important as it is one of the highest paying jobs which involves a lot of analytical, logical and medical judgment skills. These skills are in great demand and many CROs, BPOs or pharma companies and prefer to hire candidates with good knowledge, hands-on experience and who can provide them with high quality delivery. What is a PSUR or Periodic Safety Update Report? Periodic Safety Update Reports are pharmacovigilance documents intended to provide an evaluation of the risk-benefit balance of a medicinal product for submission by marketing authorization holders at defined time points during the post-authorization phase. So let's see what are the guidance documents. I have taken reference of 2 documents here. One is the GVP module 7 and FDA guidance document, that is Periodic Benefit Risk Evaluation Report. Let's look at the objectives. The main objective of a PSUR is to present a comprehensive, concise and critical analysis of the risk-benefit balance of the medicinal product, taking into account new or emerging information in the context of cumulative information on risks and benefits. The PSUR is therefore a tool for post-authorization evaluation at defined time points in the life cycle of a product. For the purposes of life cycle benefit risk management, it is necessary to continue evaluating the risks and benefits of a medicine in everyday medical practice and long-term use in the post-authorization phase. This may extend to evaluation of populations and endpoints that could not be investigated in the pre-authorization clinical trials. Let's see what are the principles and scope of information within PSURs. Benefit risk evaluation should be carried out throughout the life cycle of the medicinal product to promote and protect public health and to enhance patient safety through effective risk minimization. After a marketing authorization is granted, it is necessary to continue evaluating the benefits and risks of medicinal products in actual use and or long-term use to confirm that the risk-benefit balance remains favorable. The analysis of the risk-benefit balance should incorporate an evaluation of the safety, efficacy, and effectiveness information that becomes available with reasonable and appropriate effort during the reporting interval for the medicinal product in the context of what was known previously. The risk evaluation should be based on all uses of the medicinal product. The scope includes evaluation of the safety in real medical practice, including use in unauthorized indications and use which is not in line with the product information. If use of medicinal product is identified where there are critical gaps in knowledge for specific safety issues or populations, such use should be reported in the PSUR. For example, use in pediatric population or in pregnant women. Sources of information on use outside authorization may include drug utilization data, information from spontaneous reports, and publications in the literature. The scope of the benefit information should include both clinical trial and real-world data in authorized indications. The integrated benefit risk evaluation should be performed for all authorized indications and should incorporate the evaluation of risks in all use of medicinal product, including use in unauthorized indications. The evaluation, we have the criteria. So the evaluation should involve critically examining the information which has emerged during the reporting interval to determine whether it has generated new signals, led to the identification of new potential or identified risks, or contributed to knowledge of previously identified risks. Critically summarizing relevant new safety, efficacy, and effectiveness information that could have an impact on the risk-benefit balance of the medicinal product. The third point is conducting an integrated benefit risk analysis for all authorized indications based on the cumulative information available since the development international birth date, that is DIBD. DIBD is the date of first authorization for the conduct of an international clinical trial in any country. For the cases where DIBD is unknown or the marketing authorization holder does not have access to data from clinical development period, the earliest possible applicable date should be used as a starting point for the inclusion and evaluation of the cumulative information. Summarizing any risk minimization actions that may have been taken or implemented during the reporting interval, as well as risk minimization actions that are planned to be implemented. Outlining plans for signal or risk evaluations, including timelines or proposals for any additional pharmacovigilance activities. We have seen the principle and scope. Now let's see the format and contents. We have three parts in the PSUR. The first part is the title page, which includes signature. The second part is the executive summary, where we will be summarizing the entire report in just one page. And the third part is the table of contents, where we will be drafting the report under each and appropriate sections. So we have under table of contents, we have introduction, then comes worldwide marketing approval status, actions taken in the reporting period for safety reasons, any changes made to the reference safety information, that is section 4. In section 5, we have estimated exposure and use patterns. In the fifth section, we have two subsections, that is cumulative subject exposure in clinical trials and cumulative and interval patient exposure from marketing experience. Let's move on to the next sections, that is section 6. Under this, we have data in summary tabulations, reference information, cumulative summary tabulations of serious adverse events from clinical trials, cumulative and interval summary tabulations from post-marketing data sources. Under 7th section, we have summaries of significant findings from clinical trials during the reporting interval. We will be mentioning about which are the clinical trials which were completed during the reporting interval, which are ongoing, which are for long-term follow-up, and other therapeutic use of medicinal product, new safety data related to fixed combination therapies. Findings from non-interventional studies, information from other clinical trials and sources, that is in the section 9, other clinical trials, if you have conducted any other clinical trials, and if there are any medication errors reported during the interval period. Non-clinical data, literature, other periodic reports, lack of efficacy in controlled clinical trials, late breaking information, overview of signals which are new, ongoing, or if they are closed. Coming to the last part of format and contents. This slide is very important. 16, 17 and 18 is very critical for the report. So under 16 section, we have signal and risk evaluation. Under this, we have 5 subsections, that is summaries of safety concerns, signal evaluation, evaluation of risks and new information, characterization of risks, effectiveness of risk minimization if applicable. Under 17th, we have benefit evaluation. Important baseline efficacy and effectiveness information, newly identified information on efficacy and effectiveness, characterization of benefits. Please note, in the above section, that is 16.4, it was about characterization of risks which were identified. Here in 17.3, it is the characterization of benefits. So under 18th section, we have combined, that is integrated benefit risk analysis for authorized indications. In this, we have benefit risk context, medical need and important alternatives, and benefit risk analysis evaluation. So at last, we have conclusions and actions. We will be mentioning about what is the overall conclusion of the report and if there are any actions planned. And finally, section 20, that is appendices to the PSUR, where we will be mentioning about the tables or the reference documents which were used during the drafting of the report. So, what is the standard submission schedule of PSUR, or when to submit the PSURs? Marketing authorization holders shall submit PSURs according to the following submission schedule, that is at 6 months intervals once the product is authorized, even if it is not marketed, or once a product is marketed, 6 monthly PSUR submission should be continued following initial placing on the market in the EU for 2 years, then once a year for the following 2 years, and thereafter at 3 yearly intervals. So now we discussed about the sections. There are 20 sections, and if you would like to know how to get the information, how to draft each and every section, and what are the differences between single and fixed combination products, what is the periodicity, and when and where to submit, who gives this information, and what are these EU reference dates, and what are the exemptions from submitting PSURs, and very important and the major difference between PSUR and PBR here. You need to register for a full course training if you want to learn drafting of each and every section of the report, and if you are also looking to enhance your knowledge and advancement in the career, then you can sign up for a training course. You can log into www.globalplacosolutions.com. If you go under contact us, there is an option under training. There you can register for the online training session, and whenever we are conducting the session, we will announce and we will be sending you an email. You can join upon your convenience. I hope that the video was very informative and helpful. Please like and share with your friends and colleagues. Thanks again for watching.